Good morning. Today we are going to start with the next chapter, Chapter 7, Soil Erosion and Conservation. In this chapter, we will discuss about what is soil, how it is formed, what is soil erosion, what are the different agents of soil erosion, how we can prevent the soil from getting eroded, that is soil conservation. These all topics we are going to discuss in this video. So let's begin. So, let me tell you what is soil. The uppermost layer of the earth on which plants grow is called soil. Now, what are the functions of soil? What are the functions of soil? It provides minerals for plants to grow. Moreover, it is made up of the broken down rocks, remains of dead plants and animals, which we called humus, and it is a home for many small organisms. As you all know that soil is important for us, but to know how exactly we depend on soil, let us see what is the importance of soil for plants. Plants get their nutrition from soil. All of you know that plants get their nutrition from the soil through humus. The dead remains of plants and animals is humus, and the plants they get their nutrition from that soil. They are able to grow and make food. Without soil, you can't see. Have you ever seen a plant that grows without soil? No, no plant grows without soil. Also, animals, most I have told you earlier also that most of the animals they live inside the soil. So, soil provides shelter to most of the animals such as rabbit, earthworm, bugs. So, this is how we depend, or you can say plants and animals depends on soil. Let's discuss the process of formation of soil. As I have told you in class 4th also that soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks, and this process is known as weathering of rocks. You all know that the process of formation of soil is known as weathering. Animals, roots of plants, rain, force of flowing water, and wind and weather changes help to break down rocks into smaller pieces. I have told you that when these animals, roots of plants, कई बार आप देखते हैं कि roots जो होती हैं plants की they are under the big rock. Rain, force of flowing water, wind और weather changes. जब ये सारे के सारे forces बड़े बड़े rocks पर लगते हैं तो जो rocks होते हैं they change into the pebbles and finally the pebbles get changed into the soil. But this process took at least thousands of years. For this process needs thousands of years. So you can say that soil formation is a very big process and it takes thousands of years to form soil. As moving waters carry rocks. These knocks against each other and break into small pebbles, which finally breaks into grains of sand. I hope it's clear to all of you about the formation of soil, that how soil changes from a big rock to pebbles and then to the grains of sand. Now you came to know that how soil is formed. Now let's begin with the next topic, that is soil erosion. Soil erosion exactly is the removal of the top layer of the soil. So let us understand the whole process. As you all know that the soil is formed and settles in different layers. The top layer, the topmost layer is called topsoil, and the topsoil mixed with humus and is and is known as the fertile layer of the soil. If this topsoil is removed by the wind and water, the fertility of the soil is lost. All of you understand ना? अगर ये टॉप सॉइल ही रिमूव हो जाएगी वाटर और विंड से, the fertility of the soil will be lost because the topsoil is the most fertile layer of the soil and it becomes barren. Barren का मतलब क्या होता है? जिसके अंदर कोई भी plants grow नहीं कर सकते and is unfit for farming. So the what is soil erosion now? I hope it is understood to you that erosion is the removal of the top layer of the soil by the agents like wind or water is called soil erosion. There are different types of soil erosion, that is erosion by wind, erosion by water and erosion due to human activities. So first of all, let's discuss about the erosion by water. Let's see how erosion is caused by water. Flowing rainwater carries a part of the soil. Soil erosion by water is greater in hilly regions. In hilly regions, the soil erosion by water is greater. The chances of the soil erosion by water is greater. But obviously, there are slopes in the hilly region. That's why the chances of soil erosion is greater in the hilly region as compared to the plains. At plains, flow of rivers slow down and deposit soils. जैसे जैसे रिवर जो है, जैसे जैसे डिपोजिशन जो है नीचे की तरफ आता है, प्लेन्स तक पहुंचते हैं, तो जो रिवर का जो प्लेन्स पर स्लो होता है, फ्लो ऑफ रिवर्स जो होता है वो स्लो डाउन हो जाता है और डिपॉजिट करने लग जाता है सॉइल। दिस कॉजेज रिवर्स टू चेंज कोर्स एंड विच रिजल्ट्स इन फ्लड्स, जिसकी वजह से कई बार रिवर्स को अपनी डायरेक्शन चेंज करनी पड़ती है एंड इट रिजल्ट्स इन फ्लड्स ऑल्सो, which ultimately results in the loss of life as well as property. Now let's discuss how soil is eroded by wind. As you can see in the first picture that the strong winds cause topsoil to be blown away because there is very less vegetation. Wherever there is less vegetation, the roots, there are no trees to hold the soil. So all of the soil will move to that area whenever strong winds blow. That the topsoil from that place where there is less vegetation is removed or is carried out by the strong winds. Next, you can see here that this wind erosion is greatest in the dry areas, particularly in the deserts. Why it happen in deserts? Because in deserts there is nothing to hold the soil. So whenever strong winds blow, this whole soil is eroded, is carried out by the strong winds and is carried out to another place. This is how soil erosion occurs through wind. Now let's see how humans are responsible for soil erosion. First main activity of the humans is deforestation. Let's discuss how human activities increases soil erosion. The first and the foremost activity of the humans is deforestation, that is cutting down of trees. And this, you know that humans have been clearing the trees, large area of forest for their requirements of wood, living space and farmlands. This deforestation has left the land bare and thus increased the soil erosion. I have told you earlier also, whenever the land becomes bare, it increases the rate of soil erosion. As you all know that the soil took thousands of years to form and can disappear in months because of this deforestation. Plowing of farmlands leave the soil loose and it can be more easily eroded through wind as well as through water. So the foremost reason for erosion due to human activities is deforestation. This overgrazing by cattle is also one of the reasons for increase in soil erosion, as whenever the cattle are left to graze on the same piece of land again and again, it makes the soil bare and thus soil becomes loose and results in the soil erosion. You all have seen that how soil is getting eroded day by day due to water, wind, natural agents and due to human activities. But you know that only 1 centimeter layer of soil is formed. Soil lost by erosion is replaced by 100 of years. That is, nature can take 100 years to replace 1 centimeter thick layer of soil lost by erosion. Just imagine this thing. Just imagine that only 1 centimeter thick layer of soil will be formed after 100 years. So, we must conserve our soil, and this protection of soil from soil erosion is known as soil conservation. Now we are going to discuss about different methods of conserving the soil. So the first method that we are going to discuss to save the soil from getting eroded is afforestation. All of you know what is afforestation. Afforestation means planting more and more trees, as roots of the trees hold the plants firmly to the ground and will not let the soil move by action of wind or water. Moreover, if we see the land is barren, the land is without any, if we see that there is nothing grown on the soil, we can grow the grass over there, because grass can prevent the soil from getting eroded by the action of wind and water. Next method is soil cover. Soil cover means whenever the farmers grow their crop, or after the crop being harvested, जब भी उसकी crop harvest करते हैं farmers, उसके बाद कुछ time के लिए they keep the land bare. But you see this picture. In this picture, the land is bare. There is nothing grown on this land. So what would happen if there would be strong wind or heavy rainfall? Then the whole soil would be carried out by the action of wind or water. So to avoid such situations, what we need to do, or what farmers do, they just cover their soil after the crop being harvested, and this is known as soil cover. What they do, they can either cover their soil by grass or by dried vegetation, by putting the bushes on that area, so that by the action of wind and water, the soil would not be carried out. The soil erosion would be prevented. The next method to prevent the soil from getting eroded is by the action of wind is shelter beds, or you can say hedges. Hedges, you can see clearly in this picture that how the center area, the center farmland, which I have colored with red, is protected by the 4 boundary walls along all the 4 sides, that is by hedges. The farmers have created the hedges around the 4 corners, and if somehow strong winds blow, then the top fertile layer of the soil would not be carried out by the action of such strong winds, and this type of protection is called wind breakers, or you can say hedges. To make it clear, you can see the diagram also. See, like in this picture, in this diagram, trees are grown across along the corners of the field, so that whenever wind comes with a huge speed, then these trees act as the breakers and reduce the wind speed, and will not let the soil, the top layer of the soil, to go with the heavy, or you can say with the strong winds. This is how wind breakers work. Next method to conserve soil is terrace farming, or you can say step farming. What happens in step farming, you can see clearly in the picture that steps are being cut on the slopes. In the hill slopes, I have told you earlier also, that river. Next method to prevent soil erosion is terrace farming, or you can say step farming. To reduce the soil erosion, farming in hilly areas is done by cutting the steps into slopes. You can see clearly in the picture that how the slopes are being cut into steps, which reduces the speed of water flows down. जैसे जैसे पानी नीचे आता है तो उसकी स्पीड रिड्यूस हो जाती है. Moreover, some of the soil eroded from one step get deposited on the next step. ऊपर की soil नीचे, second layer, third layer, fourth layer, and ultimately the soil will not be get wasted. It will be collected at the lowest most layer. सबसे नीचे वाली लेयर पर सॉइल कलेक्ट हो जाएगी, जो ऊपर की लेयर से थोड़ी थोड़ी सॉइल इरोड होती चली गई, एंड हेंस वी कैन प्रिवेंट द सॉइल इरोजन, because there is maximum soil erosion in the hilly regions. So this is the best method to conserve the soil erosion in hilly regions, which is known as step farming, or you can say terrace farming. Next method to conserve soil is by building embankments. Embankments are built across the banks of the river with the soil and rock particles to prevent the soil erosion. It not only prevents the soil erosion, but also prevents the flooding of land by the rivers. Clear to everyone? So building embankments not only prevent the soil from getting eroded, but also prevents the flooding of the land by the rivers. So, by this, we have completed our topic of conservation of soil by the four methods. What methods we have discussed? First method is by afforestation. Second, by shelter belts, or you can say windbreakers. Third, by building embankments, and by terrace farming, and by keeping the soil covered after harvesting. So I hope the chapter is clear to all of you. So now you can read the chapter and try to find out the exercise. Thank you and have a nice day.